again. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Tekken video. Today we're gonna cover Jin and the updated season 2 guide, which I don't think they're really gonna change it much in season 3, which I don't know when that's gonna be. But I didn't make a season 2 guide, so if you want to learn Jin, this is definitely the place to be. So Jin's basically an all-rounder character. He has a lot of good matchups and a lot of good punishes that most characters cannot punish certain moves, but he can. In certain situations where characters have to hold the pressure, he could get out and a lot of the time get a good punish out of it, and sometimes even launch them. So if you like a good defensive option character with good pokes, good counter hit tools, honestly doesn't have really anything bad about him besides maybe his lows. Some people argue, but his lows are pretty good, to be honest. So you have for your punishment, we'll go over it very fast. 2-4, 10 frame, 29 damage. Counter hits on though, that's why. Ballerina spin, +7, but the pushback, you can't really do anything to like frame trap if they don't press anything or backdash. We can enter Zen of holding forward, and get used to holding forward. If a move can enter Zen and you need to hold forward. Like look, I'm holding forward before it even ends, just to enter Zen. That's what you want to do. But 2-1 works as a 10 frame. If you don't know, it's a punish. This is safe, 18 damage, and you're +6 in their face. You have 1-2 as well, 1 less damage. It works as a punish as well. 12 frame, you have back 1-2. Highly delayable, but if you know if it's a punish, you don't have to delay it. Crazy carry to wall splat if the wall is close. You also have down for a 2 or down for a 3. Mid check, it's more of a mid check instead of a punish, but works in certain niche cases where back 1-2 whiffs, which is kind of crazy. 13 frames, 1+2, down forward 1-4. Ballerina spin again. Can't really press anything because they're sent flying, but your far reaching tools can hit them if they press a button, since you're so plus. 14 frames, you have 4-3-1, fully hit confirmable. On hit, but on punish you could just let it rip. And 4-1+2, 14 frames. 15 frames, you have hop kick and can. Can is just a raw punishment tool to get more damage, because Windows 13, Windows 21, 20, my bad. While standing punishment, while standing 4-4. While standing 4 by itself is +8, while standing 4-4 is +4, but duckable if they block it. While standing 1-2 for 13 frames, 1-3-4-2. While standing 1-2 and one standing 1-3-2, 1-3-2, 1-4-2. You could also stop at 4 to be +8. You could also hit confirm the string if you see that the first 2 hits land. It's more of a timing thing than a speed thing. Breaks the floor as well. So if it's -14 and you want to consume the floor instead, you could do this punish. While standing 2, 1-2 is more like a poke instead of a punish. This is while standing 1-3, 1-4-2 is just better in every way, especially if you just end in the the last hit, because it still does more damage. 14 frames, you have while standing forward launcher. So Jin can launch 14 frames crouching. You could also punish while standing 14 standing with heat with 4-3-1, which we'll get to the punishment now. At wall, most of his punish is wall splat. That's why he rewards knowing your punishments. 2-4, 29 damage, wall splat. I could show how much damage you could get off a simple combo. I could try to do the EC81 round, but I never go for it. So I think I could just do this, actually. Oh my god. There we go. 72 damage. It's only like 4 damage over the combo that I did was just simpler. 2-1 doesn't, but I mean your main punishes wall splat. Your small punishes do not, but your main punishes do. So you're 2-4, you're down for a 1-4, you're 1+2, you're back 1-2, which is, like I said, fully hit confirmable and delayable. You're 4-1+2, but I wouldn't recommend it at the wall because it could be inconsistent. 15 frames you could still launch. Wow. Anyways, moving on. And if you block a low, there's nothing really to say about his punishment. You can still launch and get a conversion at the wall. His punishment is very good. I would say top 3, top 5 for sure. I don't know who has better punishment and such like consistent punishment as well. But moving on, we have key moves to do. So his key moves are for jabbing in the close range like this, like punching distance. Your 2-1 is your bread and butter. If you just press the string when you want to jab, same with 1-2, that's basically all you need for jabbing. Your mid chick down forward 1, very good. Like I said, has an extension because of the punishment. If you delay it too much, it doesn't punish, and they could duck it. But the only way they could duck it is if you delay it so much after on hit, and then they could duck it. But even then, they might not be ready to duck it because you could just do the first hit. So that's your mid check, your 13 frame mid check. You have back forward 2 for a mid check as well. Has 2 extensions, back forward 2-1, which you could duck, but you could do a string extension, which is safe, but you could sidestep if you block the second hit, and also punch parry the last hit. You also have back forward 2-3, which is a counter hit launcher, and both these strings are basically guaranteed if the back forward 2 connects, even on a high delay, which is very crazy. +6, +6. +6 if you don't enter Zen, +17 if you enter Zen, but it's still not a real mix-up if you don't duck, because this low is still pretty slow. But you're still guessing, I guess. So yeah, you're down forward 1, back forward 2 string. Yeah, you're down forward 1. Down forward 3 could be a mid-check. Fast mid-check. Faster than down forward 1 by 1 frame. No follow-up, no nothing. It's just a kick. You also have back 3 for a mid check, 16 frames. Has a follow up that's highly delayable. On counter hit, if you don't go into Zen, the follow up is guaranteed even at max delay. And it wall bounces at the wall, meaning you're overly plus, and now they have to guess for their life. Well, not guess for their life, but they're so plus that if they press anything, your frame traps will basically kill them. And you're so plus that even a low could frame trap a mash, unless they rager, and then maybe not. But moving on. So we covered mids, back forward 3. Your forward 4 is more of a, it's not a poke, but it's still a good mid to do with your main counter hit launcher tool. Has pretty good range. Pickup is very easy in this game, and even on block you can mix it with Zen. I don't do it personally, but I've seen a lot of Jins do it because it's only -1. They do the power crush, which I already shown how to counter the power crush in my how to counter Jin guide. But Jin only has 1 low from this stance, which is Zen 1+2. It's a bit slower, but it can still catch people. Catches me sometimes. And he also has a mid from Zen. He also has a throw, which is always a 2 break. And they wake up back turn, so you could get something. They wake up weird. I think that's first mid. You can use 4-3 as a poke, or just a move in heat, because you can hit confirm it in heat. So let's say, if you don't know what hit confirm means, you could confirm it hitting and then follow it up and get a launcher. Oh, also forgot about 4-4-2. 4/2 is also a good launcher. Oh, it's a heat engager as well. It's like let's say they whiff from very far, you could 4/2. It launches, and in heat, if you're not in heat, you will enter heat. And might as well cover this now since I'm in heat. If you can know his 4/2 range, that's his heat smash starts with a 4/2. They're not this one's not 14 frames though. You get 60 damage on counter hit, 58 I think without. So if there's no wall, you don't want to do the other extension for the heat smash. If the wall is closer, wow, I just can't wait that shot. You want to press 4, you can get crazy damage. Okay, I just got robbed. But basically, also I forgot down for 4. It's a good move to use. It's a bit slower, but it's a true animation mix with down forward 4 and one of your main lows down back 4, which is a launcher as well. Speaking of lows, let's move on to lows. Down 4, your main low, -1. High crush is pretty fast. Makes Jin's poking really come alive with this. It really brings it together. You have down back 4, which is the one I showed. For max range, it's basically unpunishable. On counter hit, it doesn't guarantee anything because it's a toe grab compared to sitting on one knee. So down 4, down back 4, down 2. And you also have full cross down for 4, which I don't really use that much, but it is a low. Zone pursuit is also a low, but don't use it that much. Mostly my damage from lows is down back 4, down back 4. And also hell sweep. You need to do a power low. And if the floor is lava, very good low. Obviously it's launch punishable, but if you pressure with wave dashes, or they don't expect it and you just hold back, you could catch them with a very fast low. Well, not very fast, but if they're not ready for it, they will not be able to react in time. So I think that's it for pokes. So his main game plan is, so his poking is really good. -3, +6 on hit, -3 on block. And you probably think -3 is bad, but it's not bad because, like I said, the down 4 makes this pressure come to life. Down 4-2-1. Yo, you get your follow up. Why is he not punishing? You have your 4, which is a counter hit knockdown, but it's -10. You could also just throw in down 4 if they want to match an option. Like even Power Crush just beats because it's a low. And then you could play down 4 mind games where, let's say, okay, so they wanted to jab here, they get hit by down 4, you down 4 again, and then you, oh, whoops, 2-1, you down 4 again, and then that's. JK punish mashing a lot if you have movement. Or that. You get electric, but I'm a bit washed. So his poking is really good. Down 4-1 does the same thing. -3. You can't be too minus, so -5. -7. -5. But the thing is, they really won't react to this situation. They're gonna expect the extension. So there's mixes to this. So, oh, is he gonna do the extension? Is he gonna delay the extension? Is he not gonna do the extension at all? And then you can probably still pressure with down 4 if they do decide to do late jabs. So don't think of it, okay, I can't mine down 4 here. They're not gonna mash if they don't fear the extension. Or if they fear the extension, they won't mash. Especially at the wall. Because this is a full combo. Well, I missed the follow, but you get this. So his poking on hit. and then let's say they don't respect +6, 4/4 is I-16. You get your bread and butter for a lot of damage. So you could frame trap in that situation, but don't be too comfortable to do this because it's fully linear even on hit or on block too. As you can see, you have options to count the catch sidewalk, such as back to 1. Very good, safe mid, delayable. On counter hit, you could get the follow up most of the time. You could just threaten the first hit. It's -11 the first hit, but they have the respective delay, which is safe on block. Very good move to keep out. Safe. Wasted end rounds too, because you get press it from so far back and counter hit a move like that. Also for 1-3 is a good round ender. I forgot to include some jab strings, which I don't even think I included 1-2-3 and 1-2-4. I wouldn't worry about strings though. This is more of a fundy based guide. So like I said, you can frame trap at +6, but they can walk, sidestep. You have options to cap sidestep though. Down 4-2 is also a decent mid. Not decent, it's pretty good. You can also enter breaking step, which is the red eyes crouch dash. You can do hell sweep, you can do the mid. But yeah, your poking revolves around 2-1 being on hit and correcting your pressure. What I don't want you to do is 2-1 forward 4. You have a better chance doing 2-1 and they try to step, 2-1 catches them. Or if they get hit, down forward 1 catches them. Or back 4-2. I do not want you to do the linear option and die. You should only do 4-4 if you think they're gonna mash, and even then I won't mash 4-4. You have other frame trap options that are just better. They don't counter hit launch, but they're safer than getting launched. So Jin's less of a frame trap character, more of a poke character. So you're gonna hit more 4-4s just in neutral, trying to catch and press a button from a range than from frame traps, for sure. But some frame traps do work, but just because they work doesn't mean they're good. It's just that you read them correctly, because if they would have sidestepped, they could have killed you. So you really get the idea about the poking. Even on hit, down 4 catches step. Down 4 is just basically a homing low, it feels like. Very rare that you see it whiff, and since it's so rare to whiff, they won't be ready for a punish. Jin also has a full grab game. So up 4 1+2, QC back 1+3, and down 4 2+3, which I don't have 2+3 bounded, but it's basically this grab. Oops. The 2 grab. Always a 2 grab from Zen, by the way. Unless they cancel Zen with up or up back, which I use up. It could be very fast if they cancel it good, like something like that. I don't even do this throw, honestly. I'll probably like cancel it and just like mix something. But full grab game, 1+2 also breaks the floor, which I'll cover in the combo section. But his game plan is basically 4-4, your main launchers. You want to poke them down, and if you get a counter hit launcher, you always want to convert. Get the wall and run your pressure. You have your power low to run, you have your 4-4-2 to mix at the wall. And if they whiff anything, you want it to punish. And if you want to challenge them, you have options to mash to catch them. That will wall splat them. To then repeat the situation. And then etc., etc. You can loop the situation. Basically, you can poke him down. If you do get a counter hit, you can then just skip the poking, since you got a launch and you're basically taking him to wall, which I'll now cover. Because Jin's combos are very far. They're very easy to do. So back 3 forward. Like I said, you want to get used to holding forward after moves. Back 3 is your main move you want to hold forward after to enter Zen. You want to hold forward even before the move ends to enter the stance. You don't want to do it late and like, okay, I changed my mind, I want to hold forward. You want to hold forward predetermined. So you're like, okay, I get a launch. Back 3. Don't delay forward. I like try to delay it. You just want to pre-order the forward. I guess that route works. That was basically just a sandbox. I don't even know how that worked, to be honest. But you can do launcher, non-tailspin launcher. When God Fist or when Hook Fist or electric when Hook Fist is your tailspin launchers. You do not want to do the same combo. I'm going to show. This is just for normal launcher. So launcher, back 3 forward 1, or 2-3 Zen up 1, 2-3 or 2-4. I'm just gonna cover it after. So I did launcher, back 3 forward 1. You want to wait for Jin to retract his hand to then input your move, which would be backward 2-3, and you want to hold forward to enter Zen. You then want a tailspin, which your only tailspin in Zen is Zen up 1. And then after the Zen up 1, you want to do 2-4. Most of the time you have to space it to make the 2 whiff, but in this combo route, it whiffs automatically. And then the hardest part in the combo is after this move, you want to dash in after the 3. Or after the Zen 2. But that's more advanced. I'm assuming if you're a newer player, I'll probably just show you the easier route. So same route. Instead of dashing to catch the combo, you just pop Peepers and do a wall carry ender. So Jin has multiple ways to wall carry, but the more optimal ones are back 2-1 or back 3-2. Back 3-2 is more damage. Back 2-1 can give a high wall splat, and most of the time hits and higher hit combos compared to a back 3-2. You also have a route like this: back 3, back 3-4-1, back 4-2-3. And this is a route where you have to. So honestly, if you want to practice this one, it's good. So back 3, a normal back 3. You're not holding forward after this one. So I know I said practice holding forward. You could do a normal back 3 here. But on the second one, you want to hold forward and then back forward 2-3. With the 2 jab, which I didn't whiff it. But this route, you don't have to. So wall carry. Back 1-2 also works there. Or back 2-1, my bad. And for another route, you could probably do something like this. Run up, down 4-2-4. E first. And same thing. So basically the thing is you want to launch, do back 3-4-1, back 4-2-3, Zen up 1, and then do your tailspin, heat burst, and then wall carry. And if you could get that down, I would learn the back 3. So you want to wait for him to recover after the Zen 2, return to neutral, and have a dash. Very deep dash. Recover right now. Boom. Deep dash. Damn, he doesn't get wall there. Let's do the other route. We have to manually whip the 2-4. I try to do wall setting 1-3. He's back 2-1 would have over carried, I think. But carry's not the problem, as you can see with Jin. It's over carry could be the problem. So for tailspin routes, which is most of the time going to be when Hook Fist, I keep on saying the wrong word. You have electric into electric, or you could electric into when Hook Fist. Both combos work. Electric into electric is more damage. If you want to have an electric into electric guaranteed, easy mode, no execution, your launcher, 4-3+4 is your manual Zen. And you want to hold down forward to enter braking step. Press 2. This is a wall carrier out without heat burst, but his real wall carry comes with heat burst in electric starter. Okay, that's why I do the 4-3. So you want to hold forward, enter Zen, input heat burst. So don't get me wrong, that combo does have micro dashes in it, but I'm just showing you the capability of what he could do. With these are stapleable combos as well if you could get enough time under your belt. So we'll also do wall setting 2 because we haven't showed it. So this is a high knock wall or high launcher. You could get a filler for it most of the time. Back 3 works just fine. But let's say you just want to do complete, you know, a simple combo without heat. That works. If you really want a simple combo with no tail spins, just the barest bones of combo, you run up, wall, carry the wall. 65 damage, not bad. If you can't reach wall, and you know you can't, always end in Zen 1-3, which is always after a back 1-3 most of the time, but sometimes it whiffs if you don't time it properly. It's honestly, manually timing is kind of hard compared to just his normal carry route, or harder compared to his just normal carry route. If you have a bit of execution, you could do electric after wall setting 2. But, like I said, you don't need to. You could just do the normal route. But he could still probably get wall here with the same route. But if you don't manually time it or space the 2-4. But if you do the route, oh, I missed it. But could have got wall there. And forward 4, basically, if you followed this guide properly, and you've been learning the whole 4 after back 3, you want to hit the combo, realize that it hit, he starts wobbling back, you hear the counter hit, back 3, like why is this not working? Back 3 forward, remember, always back 3 forward. You can do the same route. That requires a dash, but that's something I would do. Something simpler, you could do doom, 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 doom. That requires a side step, so I don't know if you want to do that. So the same route. Oh lord. So that doesn't work off. Because they're off axis once you hit them with the 4-4. A little bit. Honestly, you could do 2-4. I didn't even dash, but it's good to do a dash, like, and to practice buffering your dashes. You want to see Jin recover into this stance. He wants to be in this stance. After this, so you see this animation, you don't want to dash until he comes back to normal, and then boom, you could dash. So if I wanted to get wall here, a route I would do 4-4, pick up. You could do the same route. And most of the time you're getting 100 damage if you get wall with this character. But let's say wall's too far and you're doing a simple combo. Back 3 forward into heat smash 4. 95 damage. So if you're getting trouble with like picking up a combo, back 3 forward, always hold forward. If you can't pop heat burst with back 4-2-3, you're not doing back 4-2-3 heat burst. You're doing back 3-2-3 hold into Zen heat burst. And then at the end, you're doing back 3 hold forward heat smash, because you could do it from stance. This is not, couldn't do this in season 1, but since you could do heat and stance, you could do stuff like this to get wall. And these are the combos I use. Let's do some more situational combos. So let's say, you know, your punishments at the wall. You could, if you wanted to keep wall, you could do something simple like this. You could exclude the jab if you wanted to, and just back forward 2-1-2. If you want some more damage, you could sidewalk behind them. Back forward, back 2-1, back forward 2-3, down forward 3-3, CD1. Something I would do, but I wouldn't do that if I wanted to keep it simple. 64 damage with wall pressure is still very good. And honestly, you could argue that my combo that takes them away from the wall loses pressure because I'm taking them away from the wall. But 2-4. If it's a punish and you know 2-4 is gonna land because it's a punish, you can hold forward, CD1, 4. You get your popper ender there, which is geyser, which honestly I haven't even said the combo enders. So your enders, you want to do your main damage enders, which most of the time connect unless 2-hit bound at the wall. Back forward 2-1, down forward 2. And you also have down back 2-2-3. And then on 2-hit bounds, you want to do back forward 2-1-2. No delay. Which is the string you're doing here. And I think that might be it. You have a lot of ways to get launches. Electric 4-4 without heat, in heat. Yeah, 4-3-1 as a punish, and just a check 2 to hit confirm. Yeah, moves to, even if it's not a punish, you use back 1-2 because you kind of hit confirm it. Let's say you get some weird sidewall stuff. So you're like, oh no, sidewall, right? So you want a sidewalk, 2-1, back 2-1. And then you can just bound. And then down 4-3-3. You're just smashing it very fast. And then you want to hold down forward after it. And then press 1 after down forward. After holding it. Let's say you get a big launch with ECD1 and you want wall carry. You could do the same route. And also, no, this route doesn't get wall. You need to do, so it's good to learn the wall carry route, but 83 damage is still nothing to scoff at, especially if you're a newer player. But Jin has the potential to get wall with pretty easy combos. And you can do most of the combo, the same combo for all his launches, besides the tailspin launches. But if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.